Hi sewists and aspiring sewists, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doyen, and in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to cut this unique V neckline jersey design. So if this looks like what you're interested in, then you want to keep watching this video till the end, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you can get notified when I drop a new video. So dear sewists, since we are working on a jersey design, the best material to work with is a jersey fabric. And what you can see on the screen is what a jersey fabric looks like, and it is also known as pompom fabric. So this is what it looks like. It is usually light in texture, and it usually comes with a rough and a smooth surface, just as you can see on your screen. Then for this particular design, we are going to be combining a plain material with it, and what I have here is a polyester fabric, which is also light in texture, so it can blend properly with the main fabric. So for the measurements, I'm working with a large size, which is what you can see on your screen. So no further delay, guys, let's just get right into the main cutting process. The first thing I did was to place my fabric on a fold for the front bodice. After that, then you want to measure the upper bodice of your jersey. So for the upper bodice now, we're going to be working with 7.5 inches. Now I'm adding half inch to it because of seam allowance and all of those stuffs. Actually, what I need is about 6.5. So by the time I'm done joining and all of that, we should be left with about 6.5 for the upper body. So I'm just going to mark 7.5 on different points here and cut out whatever we have there. After that, the next thing you want to do is to connect your upper bodies with the remaining portion of your fabric, just as you can see me do right here. Then pin together just as I am doing here. So I'm going to be pinning an allowance of about 0.5 just to secure my seam allowance. I hope you understand. So this is what we have after that. So I'm just going to go ahead to take my proper measurements on this particular portion of my fabric. So the first thing you want to start with is your full length measurement. On my measurement book, my full length measurement is 29 inches. So I'm going to be adding my folding allowance and seam allowance to 29 inches. So on my fabric here, I'm going to calculate my measurements. I'm going to add 2 inches to the 29 inches for folding and seam allowance. So altogether, we're going to measure 31 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead to measure 31 inches on my fabric here, just as you can see me do right here. Next thing here is my shoulder measurement. On my measurement book, my shoulder is measured as 19 inches. So 19 inches divided by 2 is 9.5. So I'm just going to go ahead to measure 9.5 on this part of my fabric. You can try to add a seam allowance, but I'm just going to maintain the same 9.5 because I'm working with a stretchy fabric. Then for my neckline width, I'm going to measure 3 inches and mark that point. Then on this other point of my shoulder, I'm going to come down by 1 inch and connect this line towards my neckline, just as you can see me do in this video. So once I'm done with that, the next thing is to also come around my chest line area to also measure the same 9.5 shoulder measurements. So I'm just going to make a mark around that point, just as you can see. Then from that point, I'm going to come down by 9 inches to measure my armhole measurement. So someone once asked me how to calculate the measurement for the armhole. You can actually determine that by actually dividing your shoulder measurement into 2, and whatever you get, you subtract half inch, or you actually use the same measurement. So that's how it works, and that's what I use for mine. Moving on, I'm going to form a midpoint for my armhole, and from that point I'm going to come in by 0.5. Then I'm going to use my French curve to connect these lines together towards the shoulder line, just as you can see me illustrate right here. So after this, the next thing is to cut out what we have here. So after that, the next thing you want to do is to place another fabric on a fold for the back bodice. So I'm going to position the front bodice on the back bodice, just as you can see on your screen. And I also went ahead to also add an allowance of about 4 inches to the back borders of my jersey, which is why you can see the extension at the top side of the back bodice. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to position my ruler on the shoulder line of my back body, just as you can see on your screen. So from the front body shoulder line, I'm going to come up by 1 inch on different angles, and I'm going to rule a line across. After that, I'm going to connect my armhole together using my ruler, just as you can see on your screen. Then for my neckline measurement, I'm going to measure 3 inches width measurement, then come down by 1 inch for the depth, just as you can see. Then use my French curve to mark a curve around the neckline. Next and after that is my body measurement. So on my measurement book, my body measurement is 46 inches. 46 inches divided by 4 is 11.5. So I'm going to add half inch seam allowance. So in total, I'm going to measure 12 inches on different angles, just as you can see me do right here. So after measuring, I'm going to cut out what we have measured here. So the next step after this is take out my upper bodice, and on my upper bodice I'm going to measure the depth for my neckline. So for the depth, we're using the full 7.5 inches we measured previously. So on this point, I'm going to come out by 0.5 here. Then I'm going to be connecting that point to the upper point, just as you can see me do right here. So we're going to be forming a V shape around the ear. So once I'm done marking this out, I'm going to go ahead to cut. Next in here is the sleeve measurement. So I already placed my fabric on a double fold. So for my sleeve circumference, I'm going to be working with 10 inches, which came as a result of me adding 1 inch to my armhole measurement. So that is how we're able to get the sleeve circumference measurement. So for my sleeve length, on my measurement book, my sleeve is measured as 11 inches. So I added 1.5 folding allowance to it. So what I have on my fabric is 12.5 inches. So from this top side, I came down by 3.5. Then from that point, I came down again by 1.5. So we have 2 lines here. So my round sleeve is measured as 16 inches. 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I added half inch seam allowance. So we have 8.5 measured on the round sleeve. For the down sleeve, my down sleeve is 14 inches. So I added 1 inch seam allowance. So what I have measured here is 8 inches. So I'm just going to be connecting these lines together from my down sleeve to my round sleeve, then to my sleeve circumference, and we have this. Then from that point again, I'm going to form a curve for my sleeve, which is what you can see me do right here. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut out what we have here. Then after cutting, I'm going to note the center point of my sleeve. So for my front neckline, what I have here is 7.5. Then on this back neckline, what I have here is 3.5. So I'm going to take out the half inch from it. That's 3 plus 7, that's about 10 inches. So multiply by 2 is 20 inches. So I'm going to be cutting out a neckline band that is above 20 inches. So on this fabric here, what I have measured here is 14.5, which is equivalent to 29 inches. That's for the length of my neckline band. So for the wideness of my neckline band, I'm just going to position this on a fold, then go ahead to measure 1.5 inches for the width of my neckline band. So once I'm done with this, I'm just going to go ahead to cut out what we have here. So dear sewies, this is going to be all on the cutting process of this unique v-neck jersey design. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you the sewing process of how to achieve this unique design. So if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe, like this particular video, comment and share to your loved ones, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.